According to the EPA, over 75% of waste is recyclable, but we only recycle about 30% of it. And in the US alone, over 40 million tons of food are wasted every year. For the sake of our posterity, we should be mindful of how we handle our waste. To get started, we asked people at UCSD how efficiently they thought the trash sorting system works.
It definitely isn't the first reason why you came to college was to learn how to recycle or learn how to compost.
I do feel like students do feel some sort of responsibility to recycle or help the environment in some sort of way.
I kind of mix it. I don't really care if there's some food in the recycling.
Everything goes in single stream.
Is it? Everything goes in the trash?
It's single stream. Always has been ever since we started this. Because the whole contamination thing, right?
So what I've actually heard is that they put the trash, compost, and recycling in the same bin at the end of it when they take the recycling and trash out. So I just put whatever in whatever bin because it doesn't matter.
Like students throw it in the wrong bin, and so it doesn't end up getting recycled the way we want it to.
Muir Mirrors is our prototype for putting mirrors above the trash bins in the Muir College Dining Hall Pines. The mirrors will have friendly reminders that to-go boxes, plates, and utensils can all be recycled. We hope that when students are throwing away their trash, they'll catch a glimpse of themselves in the mirror and become more conscious of how they're sorting their trash.
To measure the effectiveness of the mirrors, we collaborated with Econauts in sorting Pines trash that goes to the landfill. Before the mirrors were up, there was about a 50-50 ratio of recyclables to trash. After we put the mirrors up, we found that the ratio had changed to 70% trash and 30% recyclables. We also asked the dining hall patrons what they thought of the mirrors.
So myself, I kind of thought twice about where I was going to put the trash and the recycling. So yeah, I like it.
If they see their own reflection, then they think about their actions. Is that what you guys are trying to do?
It made it more obvious to me where I should throw things away.
From the looks of things, putting the mirrors up reduced the amount of recyclables in the trash and has made students a lot more conscious about what they're recycling. We'd like to test this out at other dining halls to see if we get the same results. If so, we will work with Econauts and HGH to see if we can install permanent fixtures in dining halls to continue encouraging students to sort their trash properly.
And so what we see on the other end is we see a lot of food waste in the trash. We see contamination in the food waste, and we take our food scraps to the city of San Diego, and they allow 0% contamination. So I can't have anything but food scraps in my food scrap bin, which is why right now all of our post-consumer, so after we eat, food scrap goes into the trash.
During one of our meetings, I asked Melissa and Steven, who work at Perks, a coffee shop on campus, what they do with their used coffee grounds. When they told me that they go straight into the trash, a light bulb turned on, and we came up with the idea of grounds for removal. Our idea was to collect the used coffee grounds using buckets located by the espresso machines. Once full, we can transport them to our community gardens to be composted.
Currently, Perks throws the coffee grounds in the trash, but a lot of people don't realize that you can actually use used coffee grounds as fertilizer at home, plants, gardens, which is a good idea.
In just 2 days, we collected over 50 pounds of coffee grounds. This equates to over 9,000 pounds of coffee grounds in 1 year for Perks alone. The next step was to meet with the community gardens and create a partnership to compost the grounds. We first talked to Zach, who gave us some more information about composting.
So coffee grounds, out of all the other different compostables, I'd say it has the most ubiquitous uses in terms of what it can do. Really just a fantastic thing. And the fact that you can direct amend it into soil, I can't think of a single different type of compostable that can do that. Rogers Community Garden will be working with Student Sustainability Collective, the Staff Sustainability Collective, and Ellie's Garden, and many of these other gardens on campus to try to get all the food waste that's been generated right now and is just being thrown away. We currently, UCSD collects a lot of food waste in dining halls, but all that food waste is trucked off to an off-site dump, which is kind of the opposite of sustainability, because at the end of the day, you're using petrol to get food waste in a place that already has plenty of places to compost off campus. So we're working with them to kind of get a golf cart or some other means of transportation so that students can go to the businesses, pick up the compost, and then bring it back to the gardens, because that's ultimately the hardest thing, is these businesses are trying to run themselves and they're trying to just find a fast way of getting rid of their waste.
Our next step is to collaborate with the Staff Sustainability Collective to see if we can get Perks to be part of the transportation system for coffee grounds.
We had a great time working on these projects together, and we'd like to thank Design Lab, Perks Coffee Shop, Rogers Garden, Econauts, Housing and Dining, Design UCSD, Design for America, and our fellow Brandon. Thank you.